Hello, my name is Iman Nasir, and today I have the pleasure of introducing Emma Feinstone. For those of you who don't know Emma personally, you probably know her as the girl who mysteriously lost an eyebrow. For those of you who do know her, you may know that Emma has memorized every single meme and Vine out there. In fact, last year, Emma even went out of her way to make a Vine compilation for each Britlit book we read in Miss Ryan's class. Emma's sense of humor and sarcastic comments never fail to brighten my day, and I can honestly say that Emma is the kindest, most genuine, and down-to-earth person I have met. I know that I can always count on her, and I'm so lucky to be able to call her my friend. I am confident that Emma has something amazing to share with us today, so without further delay, I give you Emma Claire Feinstone.
I don't know about you guys, but I am an overthinker. No, not the type of overthinker that worries about the worst possible scenario and is a generally well-prepared person. The type of overthinker that does one embarrassing thing or makes one mistake and then worries about it for years to come. Whether it be really small things like calling your teacher mom in 3rd grade that literally no one even remembers, or super big things like rear-ending a really nice Tesla right after the owner had just bought it. The big things like that, rightfully, kept me up at night. But a lot of other stupid things that everyone does, like stuttering in a conversation or just saying something at the wrong time, stay at the forefront of my mind even though they are so unimportant. I used to try and go out of my way to prevent these little mistakes and try this thing called thinking before speaking. But when my time to speak finally came, my mind would have already wandered 3 tangents away from the current subject, so that really wasn't an option. I also tried to just flat out change my personality at one point because I was extremely embarrassed, and still am, by my annoying and loud middle school self, which I feel a lot of people can relate to. Sorry, middle schoolers. I did try to become one of those quiet types for a while, not because I wanted to be cool, but because I would rather do that than create any more embarrassing memories for me and my big mouth. It obviously didn't work, because I am still just as talkative as ever, but the problem is that I thought that making a mistake, or in this case, being annoying, was the end of the world. But here's the thing, it's not. Embarrassing things might seem like the most important thing when you're lying in your bed at midnight, remembering how you got up in front of the whole school and sang about your missing eyebrow. But it's really not that big of a deal. One thing I like to ask myself is, will this matter in 5 years? For some things, the answer will be yes, because, believe it or not, the choices you make are important sometimes. But when you ask yourself, will my life be different 5 years from now because I left my books at home or fumbled over my words, the answer is no. I make a lot of mistakes and worry over them constantly, but the world isn't ending. And when it comes to big mistakes, despite what it felt like at the time, my life didn't end after I hit the Tesla, no matter how much I thought my mom was going to kill me after she got the bill. So what I'm trying to say is that everyone you meet will make big mistakes, or small mistakes at some point, but instead of worrying about it, you should celebrate. Acknowledging your mistakes, and even cringing at them, means that you have already changed from the person you were. Everyone has the choice to change along with their age group. I guarantee you have all done it already. I am proud to say that I am not the same person I was when I used to grab Angela's braids and force her to run around the gym like a horse. Which pains me every single time Coach Duncan brings it up. Making subtle changes and figuring out what is and isn't appropriate for yourself is something everyone chooses to do. I can guarantee that nobody here is the exact same person that she was years back, because the world changes around you and people adapt to those changes as they mature. Jokes that made you laugh in 4th grade will most definitely not be funny when you were a senior in high school, and the responsibilities and friends you have will change as well. So do not let embarrassing memories keep you up at night, because more than likely it will not matter in 5 years. No one will remember them unless you bring them up in your senior speech like I have. And you have already changed from that person you were. Thank you.